What's up everyone, my name is Midnight Strike, and I am going to be talking about one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. If you guys know me, if you guys have seen any of my past content, you guys will know that I am a huge fan of the video game series Metal Gear Solid. Now, this is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, was just released on the 1st of this month, but I didn't get it until the 9th, and I'm only about 2% into the main story. Just beat, I think, mission 3 or something. So this is going to be a very brief first impressions video. But I felt like I had to do it because I haven't talked about Metal Gear in a very long time. And, you know, this isn't going to be a full review, but I am really liking what I am playing so far. So I just kind of wanted to do a brief first impressions video just to kind of get my feet in the water of talking about this series again, because I've done like 3 different videos during the development cycle of Metal Gear Solid 5, and I was just talking about various things, the Kiefer Sutherland over David Hayter, the development cycle, the fact that Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes is only like 20 minutes long in its main mission. I didn't actually dedicate a whole video to that for pretty obvious reasons. And of course, the fact that they would be either 2 separate games or combined. Well, I don't know if I would have preferred if they would actually have had this be combined, because it does kind of seem like a tanker versus a plant mission. They could have had the Cuban prison and then the Afghan desert be 2 separate games, or 2 separate missions on the same game, but I am kind of glad they did give us kind of a glimpse of what is to come by releasing them as 2 separate games and then giving you different, you know, pre-order and DLC bonus crap later. But I am actually very glad that I got to get a sneak peek, especially after playing the final product right here. So, as I said, I am only about 2% into it, but I did, unfortunately, as I have probably stated in the past, I read up on Metal Gear all the time. I did unfortunately spoil part of the game for myself. This will not include any spoilers for those of you who have not beaten the game, but this one spoiler is pretty significant for the entire franchise, and it does explain how Big Boss comes back from the dead after Metal Gear 1. If you've played Metal Gear 1, you know, the 16 to 8-bit game on the MSX2, or if you prefer the NES, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then, of course, Zanzibar Land, when he automatically returns and is like, hey, I'm back even though you killed me. Yeah. So this spoiler, this twist in this game, yes, folks, the twists are back. It explains everything. And let me tell you, even from the first hour or 2, this game is a hell of a lot darker, a hell of a lot grittier, and a lot more intense than any other Metal Gear game out there. It's probably the darkest in the entire franchise, and I do not say this lightly. I mean, Ground Zeroes was a little dark. It didn't really have all that Metal Gear twists to it, that Metal Gear flair or style or sense of humor, I suppose. But this kind of brings it back. I mean, there's a ton of different Easter eggs, which was one of the main things that I absolutely loved about the series back in the day when they actually had Easter eggs. Ton of Easter eggs, ton of different equipable items, tons of different kinds of cardboard boxes. Yes, that's right, the box returns. One of the main things, one of my main gripes about Ground Zeroes. No cardboard box. And in this game, you can do a hell of a lot more with the cardboard box than you could in the past. Now, this is actually one of my favorite things about the Phantom Pain. The fact that you can actually pop out of the box and shoot people. Previously, in every other video game in the Metal Gear series, in order to actually attack anyone or kill them, you had to actually unequip the box and then kill them. I'd always dreamed, even in Metal Gear Solid 3, of just kind of tipping up that box and slicing someone with a knife, you know? One of my main gripes with some of the other games is the fact that you can't do that. But then again, I did rate them perfect 10s, so I absolutely love every bit of them. So we are not going to be judging other games about what they don't have, rather about what's there. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in my review of the Phantom Pain. This is just a quick little first impressions video. I might actually upload some gameplay too, but that is for a different day. I just wanted to give a little bit of a first impressions. I really like it so far, and if everything continues on this way, it's going to be a kick-ass game. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to get it or might not get it due to the microtransactions, but I haven't even seen a screen for them yet. I mean, I know you can go in and buy mother base points, but there's really no need to because it's so much fun going in and sneaking into enemy bases and getting supplies and getting points in return for them. And then, of course, in turn, developing your own weapons, crafting things, having different helicopters drop things to you, and of course, the air support. Had so much fun with it in Ground Zeroes, and I'm having a lot of fun with it in this game as well. Of course, it does drop your ranking. You can't get the highest ranking anymore. I think the highest you can get is an A, but it's still a very, very fun game, and there's a ton of different extras. There's tons of Easter eggs so far. You can go sledding with the box. You can literally go sledding. You can stand up in the box and then tip yourself over and go sledding down giant sand hills. I didn't know about that until I saw a video, but it is fucking awesome. I absolutely love it. So, another thing that I wanted to bring up real quick, Metal Gear Solids, or Metal Gear, I should say, Metal Gear 1 up to Metal Gear Solid 4, or 3, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear 1 up to Metal Gear Solid 3, focused solely on stealth. And if you went in all gung-ho and, went all gung-ho, tried to kill everyone, you were gonna die. You were outmatched, outgunned, and outmanned. Up until Metal Gear Solid 3 at the very end, where he said, just screw it, you gotta take out everyone, there's too many people, take everyone out, keep going in and hide, until Metal Gear Solid 4 came along, and there was a lot less emphasis on stealth. Now, you could still go into it with a stealth-like attitude, with a stealth-like strategy, but it was a lot harder. They didn't give you many opportunities to do so. This game, however, Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, as Ground Zeroes did, but this game more so, has the perfect balance between stealth and all-out gung-ho going in Rambo style. Now, you can actually choose to go either way. I know a lot of games say that, you can either go in gung-ho or you can go in stealthily, but normally they either have you pick one or the other, and the game either punishes you for doing things differently or punishes you for going along with the lines of, going in there and shooting everyone, killing everyone. This game actually makes it so that you can go either way and there's no punishing. I really like that. Of course, I still go into it with a stealth attitude, but that's just me. I don't know, I just like to challenge myself. But I do like the fact that they actually give you the opportunity to go in and just shoot everything up, Go in and challenge yourself. I mean, both things are challenging, but there's a lot more emphasis on gunfire and combat and fighting, as well as more emphasis on the stealth aspect. So, with that, this game is awesome so far. It has not disappointed me yet, and in my final review, I will let you guys know what I think of it. So, this is Midnight Strike 3625. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep calm and rock on.